This journey is a personal experience about diet, about eating right. It actually happened more than 8 years ago. That's in 2017. I almost lost my life to bad diet. So because I used to be a very strong woman, they would say, oh, this woman is very strong, so I can jump up and down. I can do without sleeping in 2 days just to make sure things are the way it should. So because of that, my health starts deteriorating. So what was the problem? What is happening? I said, this is the way you left me. This is the way I am. I still cannot move. Thank God I can even talk. I was rushed to the emergency and then the whole thing started. Test this and that. So from there, I was hospitalized, could not move, could not eat for 7. All right. As a busy professionals or 9 to 12 individuals, always remember that your health is core and you must prioritize it. Then make sure whatever you are eating or drinking is actually working for you and not against you.
Collaborate on my podcast because it's something that I advocate for. I talk about it a lot. Yes, I talk about it a lot. So, and that's why I'm so excited to have you around to share your story to the world, what you have been doing about it, because I noticed that it is a problem, especially for this generation. Like many people don't really know what to do when it comes to food, the kind of food to eat. They don't know, they don't have any knowledge about it. And it's actually affecting us because most of the problem we are having starts from what we eat. It starts from the food we eat. So that's why I bring it to my show. So you're all welcome to Career Olympic Chat with Adebisi.
All right. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Yeah. And I'm happy to hear that you are also passionate about health and wellness.
Yes. Thank you. So without wasting much time, I just want to know what was the turning point in your life that led you to embrace natural food and superfoods for healing? So can you share some about your health journey?
Oh, okay. Do I need to introduce myself again or another?
Yes, we want to know about you.
Okay, my name is Romoke Olisa Adeyemi. Okay, I'm a wellness coach. I love advocating for good health with a direct, holistic, and natural diet, as in fruits that nourish our system. Like I say, like going back to the olden days where they heal with food. They don't depend on drugs, medicine, or whatsoever. Herbs, spice, natural food and fruits, that's what they live on, and actually live longer than us. So I am an author of a book, Healing with Superfood, a simple guide to make you live the best and enjoy your life with natural food and fruits. Okay, back to your question. What actually inspired me about this journey is a personal experience about diet, about eating right. It actually happened more than 8 years ago. That's in 2017. I almost lost my life to bad diet without knowing it. I used to be, okay, I still am, but not fully like before. Event planner, cake artist, that is my line of business. And then because of that, I tend to spend a lot of time having moving, just making sure that I had delivered the best to my clients. So because of that, I can eat anything I just grab. Because there's no time. Yes, on the go. So I hardly have time to settle down and eat properly. So because of that, it started telling on my health without me knowing it. So because I used to be a very strong woman, they would say, oh, this woman is very strong, so I can jump up and down. I can do without sleeping in 2 days just to make sure things are the way it should. So because of that, my health starts deteriorating. So the first thing I noticed was migraine. I always have frequent migraine, thinking, what could be it? No, before, I always think is the stress. When you are stressed and you don't have enough rest, it can start giving you some signs to make sure that, okay, just look into what you are doing. Just take a time off, do checkup, know why you are having this frequent migraine. So I actually do that because I don't self-medicate. I went to see the doctor and they prescribed a drug for me to use. So after using the drug, I felt relief from the stuff and we just cut it short. I was okay using that drug. Whenever the migraine persists, I don't know that I am causing more harm, as in more harm to my health So from there, I I started having chest pain, and one morning like that, I just woke up and could not move my hands. I cannot stand up. I was thinking, what could be the reason for this? I was okay yesterday, and in the morning I woke up, I could not move. So I just told my husband, please take care of the kids. I don't know what's happening. I think I need rest. I
Mm.
thought I just needed rest. So I was there. It just like I'm not the type of person that I always sleep around. So he was like, okay, maybe rest. He just took care of the kids, took them to school. And I noticed that till around 10, going to 11, I still cannot move
Ah,
on the bed. And that was when I know something is really
that's
wrong
happened.
with me. I
Mm.
called him, please come and take me to the hospital. I couldn't move since he left.
Mm.
Thankfully, my phone was beside my bed that time. So we rushed back. What was the problem? What is happening? I said, this is the way you left me. This is the way I have. I still cannot move. Thank God I can even talk. I was rushed to the emergency, and then the whole thing started.
Mm.
Test this and that. So from there, I was hospitalized, could not move, could not eat for 7 days,
Yeah.
carrying out series of tests. So after this whole scenario, when I got back home, they told me you cannot eat this, you can't eat that. You have wound on your heart. You have
Mm.
wound on your heart, so you can't do this, you can't do that. So I was restricted to so many things I love doing, so many foods I love eating. It was down on me that I have to do something about my health. So when I was there on the hospital bed, I started reflecting about so many things. What people have done differently. What I was supposed to do that I did not do. And I see it as I was given a second chance, as in a second chance to live, a second chance to do the right thing, a second
Mm.
chance to also touch so many other lives. And that was how I started. I started with supplements because the drug
Mhm.
gave it to me. I don't want to be depending on drugs because it was so
Mm.
bad that whenever I am going out, I always carry my medication because I can have the crisis anytime.
Anytime.
So in my purse, there is always a drug there that I can quickly. So I don't want to live like that. I don't want to continue living my life like that. Like if I don't use this, I cannot survive. So that was when the whole thing started. Someone prescribed a supplement to me, and I was looking for something holistic
Mm.
because
Something that is more
I don't
natural.
want more natural because I almost died because of medication. Because of all the tests that they carried out, they said it was the pain relief I was taking
Mm.
that had a side effect on me, a drug that was prescribed by a doctor. So that was when I know things have to change. So because of that, I now started my research from using holistic to eating food. Started with ginger for things, started with turmeric for this, and then I started stopping those medications. And that was how the whole thing started. The one thing that I am glad that I was able to do is journaling. I started
Mm.
writing down things that are working for me. Things that when I use them, I feel relieved. When I use
Mm.
for my kids, they feel relieved. When my
Mm.
husband use, it works. I started writing them, noting them down, with the mind that this can also help someone else out there. And as someone that like writing, I started posting about these things on social media. And that was the way the whole thing started for me.
Well, that is a whole lot of story. I just want to congratulate you first
Thank
for
you.
that God give you another chance to come back to life
Yes.
and also to impact, because what you are doing, you are actually impacting in so many lives. Because, for instance, somebody that doesn't know anything about what you have been through, that is hearing the kind of story you're telling, they'll be able to know that, oh, in order for me not to experience this, let me follow this kind of lifestyle and all that. So it's a whole lot of story, it's a whole lot of hard work and resiliency, because like if you're not an hardworking person, you will not even think about that, okay, let me create a solution from this my problem that can benefit everybody in the world. So you mentioned
Thank you.
you're welcome. You mentioned that some superfood transform your health. What are the top three superfoods that impacted your recovery, and how can others incorporate them into their daily diets?
Okay. All right. The top three that I really
Yes.
recommend that actually help me, they have one is fruits like berries.
Okay.
Berries helped me a lot, as in I saw significant change
Mm.
on my health when I started incorporating dairy into my diet. Then another one is ginger. Like I mentioned before, ginger helped me a lot,
Yes.
especially in terms of anything that has to do with inflammation.
Mhm.
Ginger really helped. Then another thing that actually helped me, I like a lot of fruits. In fact, I eat fruits like they are food. So
Mm.
another top three that actually help with my is leafy green.
Okay, yeah.
So I pick so many of them and start feeding on them, like
Hmm.
garbage,
Okay.
like lettuce, all those kind. I
Yeah.
started. I actually don't know many of them before.
Wow.
It was when I started to be intentional that I started reading about them, doing my research, and started picking them one after
Hmm.
the other. So I can say the ginger spice really help,
Hmm.
berry really help, and then I feed on a lot of leafy greens.
Well, thanks for sharing those superfood with us.
My
Yeah,
pleasure.
you mentioned your book, Healing with 10 Superfoods. No, your book includes recipe that heals and are delicious. Now, how do
Yeah.
you make healthy eating enjoyable, especially for people struggling with maintaining a healthy diet? You know, some people they said healthy diets are boring, they are not tasty, and all that. So, how do
Yes.
you make healthy eating enjoyable for those categories of people?
Okay. I've had that before too. Especially some clients that they hardly
Yeah.
eat or they find it difficult to just say, let me
Hmm.
pick this and this the way you are saying it. So
Okay.
in my book, we have the picture of those foods, what they
Okay.
look like. Another thing there is when to eat them.
Hmm.
Then the recipes, how to prepare them. So how I make it enjoyable for myself is I explore so many different ways of consuming them. Some I just cut them, dice them, make them like salad and eat. And
Hmm.
at times when I don't feel like eating it, I make them as smoothie.
Okay.
I know what to combine together. Then
Hmm.
I just blend it and then I got it down and I am getting the benefit. Another thing is some people when they don't know how to actually cook these things, it becomes problem. Like some of these leafy green that I mentioned, you don't need to cook
Hmm.
them before you can get their benefit. And as someone
Yeah.
that don't like it raw, there is another way you can go about it. If you don't want to blend it, and you cannot
Hmm.
chew it
Curious.
raw. Yes, there is a way you can steam it,
Hmm.
or you can also use griller
Hmm.
to just soften it a little before consuming. All these things, how you go about them, what to use, what you can combine to them in order for them to be enjoyable while you're eating them, and how you can prepare them in so many ways, as in options that you can explore. Because truly, some people that are battling with their health issues, the problem they have is to prepare these things from one thing to another. You know,
Hmm.
they look at it like it is stressful. But when
Hmm.
you know how to go about it, that it is less stressful or it's not even stressful at all, it becomes easy for you to actually consume them. Then another thing is there are some of them that you need to consume fresh before you
Hmm.
can get the most of their nutrients. So all these details they are there in the book to guide people
Okay.
on how to make the journey very easy, like a breeze, while
Hmm.
they are in their health. So there is recipe, there is how to do it, there are options of how. Then another thing that is there that I didn't mention since I started is how to use them to heal.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay.
when you actually have a particular health challenge or disease that you know you already have, and then you're looking for a way to go about it naturally in order for you. Like me now, when I started my natural food journey, I actually don't know I am going to be healed like that.
Hmm.
I don't know that I will get to this. Like me now, from that 2017, I've not been to hospital for any reason, except I want to do checkup. That is more than 8 years. I started
Yes.
my healing And then I am monitoring it professionally, like going to the people that already diagnosed me. Let them see what is remaining in my. As in, one of the doctors was inspired to actually start following the same thing I'm doing. And I'm happy he has finally gotten a copy of my book too, because he actually believed in what I was doing. The first time I went there to do checkup, excuse me, so we had a discussion and he was like, "Madam, what exactly are you using?" And I told him, "Food." When I said food, he laughed. He said, "I know now, we all eat food. Without food, we cannot be like this." I said, being intentional about food is different from just eating food. He looked at me and said, "You are going to explain that phrase." So I said, I'm here for you. And that was how the discussion started. When we got to a level, when I go there to do my checkup, I will personally ask to see him because he knows where I was the last time. Then I want him to tell me what are those things that significantly change, improve. So he was inspired to be on this same journey with his wife because they were like, I don't have that problem anymore. I am free from ulcer, and as in, I was aging backward, and I see him aging backward. If I stand and then stand beside someone of my age mate, you won't believe my age.
Wow.
And if you look at me that time, in fact, I am grateful for the transformation. I'm grateful for the second chance given to me. Because, second chance. Because if someone had told me I will be like this today, I will doubt it. I will actually doubt it like, how is that possible? Even my family members, they ask me, what are you doing? And the good thing is, I'm not only doing it for myself. When I said I've not been to the hospital for more than 8 years, let me shock you. None of my family member as well has been to the hospital for more than that 8 years. My husband and my 3 kids. So it's something that everybody around me is like a gospel. I am ready to preach everywhere.
Everyone is affected.
So, in fact, because I am now intentional about what I feed my family as well. I don't just feed them anyhow. And because of that, a lot of things change. All my children's education, their psychology, the way they think, the way things are. Even with my boys that are very playful, I see a lot of things that improve. Even academically, I see a lot of changes. Because, children, as they're growing, there are food and fruits that help them grow, psychologically, then help them focus also in school. So with all that, I put a lot of things, I pour a lot of my mind on that book, and I am certain whenever I get a copy of that book, we come back and thank me. We not only thank me, we thank God for the day they were able to connect with me to get that book. Because there are so many information there that will help someone see food differently, eat them differently, and get a lot of health benefit from them. Thank you.
That is a whole lot of transformation. Congratulations. For the past 8 years, that means you don't even have this headache of when your child is sick, you keep running health tasks. No. And that's one of the benefits. You can imagine as a busy professional, a career woman, having to cope with family, take care of children, then your children now fall sick. I don't know, it's not always easy. So when you now give your children healthy food, they don't fall sick. And like this kind of free mind, you have this kind of mind that, my children are healthy, they are okay, they are learning very well in school, they're emotionally stable. So it's a joyful thing. And I believe your story is going to motivate a lot of people to connect with you, to learn more, and even get your books on those superfoods and how they can actually make it in an easy way. Then lastly, you also do something else. In addition to your health coaching, you help people grow their businesses. Can you explain how you combine your passion for health with business strategies to help others succeed? So I want it to be very brief.
Very brief. Okay. I have been a business coach before health coach. So it has always been in me. And it's something that I have been doing before and to help so many people grow their business. So I'm able to combine the two because I say that when you are healthy, you'll be able to focus on your business. So it actually goes hand in hand for me. And at times, I have clients that they mainly need the business strategy aspect of it, which I give them. And then I also have some that is about health, which there is no one disturbing the other. So I'm able to combine the two. And then at times, I do have the one that needs the two service at the same time, and then we work together with it. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope how can someone get your book?
Okay, my book is on Amazon. You can get the printed copy on Amazon. You can also get the ebook on seller. They are both available there. Then for people in Nigeria, anywhere in Nigeria, I will be launching the paper book of my book. I've been working on it, and then I thank God it's finally here. I have the paper book ready now. So though some people have already pre-ordered, so it is still on pre-order until 20th of this month, which is going to be next week, Sunday. That is the 20th of October. That'll be on my birthday. And I will be launching the printed copy officially on that day. So people can still pre-order it on discount right now before the price will change on the 20th of this month. So they can get it on seller, which I will make the link available. You can also get it on Amazon, both the ebook and the printed copy. And then if you need the printed copy you don't want to buy from Amazon, they can as well get it from me. It is ready now. Okay, I have one copy here with me. Yes.
Wow, I love the design.
Yeah. Okay. And then the quality of the book is top notch. If you open the book, you see that the book has a printed pictures there. And then when you look at the book, the material they use, the book, the quality is
I see some pictures too. Yeah. Okay. So what you are going to do for me, for people to have quick access to it for the pre-order, so you can just share the link with me. So I'll add it to the caption, so anybody can just click on the link and pre-order the ebook.
Okay, I'll do that.
So thank you so much for joining me on this chat. It's been an amazing thing to learn about your experience, and we hope that this is going to motivate someone and actually help someone. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So lastly, can you give us just simple health tip for busy professional out there? Like, what do they need to remember when it comes to their health?
All right. As a busy professionals or 9 to 12 individuals, always remember that your health is core and you must prioritize it. Then make sure whatever you are eating or drinking is actually working for you and not against you. By working for you, I mean be intentional about eating the fruit and fruits that are more beneficial to your health, rather than just grabbing any food available to eat. So whatever you are eating must be working for you and not against you. Because we know we must eat, but eat right. Make it work for you and not against you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so that's going to be a wrap on our Career Chronicle chat today. So it's so nice to have you. And
it's a pleasure.
So enjoy the rest of your Friday and the weekend as well. So
Thank
bye for now.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.